What's up, Prospect? Welcome back to the channel. Sons of Anarchy, Season 1, Episode number 11. And, you know, this Agent Stahl, I feel like she's going to be a really big problem.
Yeah, she got something, though.
Yeah, I really thought Otto was going to give her something that could potentially be a problem, but nah.
He gave her a buddy. No, that's what he gave her.
This dude ain't ratting. Instead, I think potentially maybe a little bit more problem by smashing her face into a table.
I was like, that sounds really bad that I'm like, laughing at the violence, but like...
It's what this show is. The show is almost comical with its law breaking to where it's super interesting and fun to watch.
You guys know what I mean.
Yes.
As I flip myself in the face with this. That was karma right there. That was karma.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last episode, rooting for the bad guys. Like, it's what a lot of these shows do to you. It's super fascinating. It's fun. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was worse. Like, him ratting and sharing something old, or him smashing her face into a desk, which is just going to motivate her even more to bring these assholes down, as I think was her quote at the end of the episode.
If you're already inside,
yeah.
I mean, you know, and you're going to help your lady, help your, you know, ball and chain.
Exactly.
And also help your club. I'm good right here. I have homies in here. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Pretty wild,
We're good.
Because it really felt like he was going to give her something, and then a lot of the plan kind of unraveled, and some information was let go, and they had a conversation, and yeah.
But Otto didn't even need to be told, like, hey, you can't tell her anything. He's like, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm good. He's definitely a pro. He's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So that just feels like, again, the moment we met her, Stahl, I felt like that she's going to be a problem. She's not the type of person that you necessarily want chasing after you, especially when it's so blatantly obvious that you're doing illegal things.
Yeah.
They just can't pinpoint it on you until maybe now. Because Bobby and Opie, they went and killed the Hefner dude, and it's like, okay, cool, like, done deal. But no, there was a witness, and they have two very detailed sketches of both of them, even though they weren't able to fully ID Opie. Which,
I'm like, how do you not? That looks exactly like him. I would probably be sketch about the other one, but Bobby's and Opie.
They were both pretty spot on. Like, especially, like, they both looked pretty mint. Like,
who is the witness?
Yeah, it was. I think the
makeup artist. What is happening?
I mean, those were some really good sketches.
Well, I mean, obviously the person drawing them is a professional,
fantastic,
but the person describing them.
Perfect.
Honestly.
Like, it couldn't be any more perfect.
No. The beard's too long. Yeah. Shorten it up a little bit. There you go.
So that definitely feels like it's going to be a problem, because now they have, like, tangible evidence. They have a witness. They still have to be able to prove it. But the fact that they have a witness and they have actual drawings of these two dudes' faces, it's like, shit. Feels like it's going to be a problem. And it just keeps kind of... we had to have gotten to this point at some point. I feel like with everything that they're doing and all the certain activity that they're messing around with, it was going to catch up to them at some point, and I feel like this is kind of the moment, and I feel like Stahl's the one, because she's kind of ruthless and relentless, and now that she's got a little bit extra motivation, I feel like she's just not going to stop, but...
Well, and she's got a little piece on the side that she can hang out with later. I mean, I don't know how much she's going to want to do.
Yeah, I mean...
With that...
It feels like that's her thing.
Situation.
Feels like that's her thing. But, I mean, we continue to have the overarching issues with Jax and his mindset and his future with the club and all that stuff, because, again, he keeps reading his dad's stuff. Every time he reads a passage from his dad's book, it feels like it reveals more and more that there was just a completely different opinion on what direction the club should be going in.
Right.
It's like John had one way and everyone else kind of had another way. And you even hear Gemma and Clay, like, they've made specific things about not poisoning his mind. So clearly that is a story that is slow burning towards what I think is going to be a really big kind of situation. And I think you nailed it on the head way back, I think like episode 2 or something, like early in the first season, where talking about how this definitely has something to do with his dad's death. And
it feels real sus.
Like, it definitely feels like it's building towards that. And I will definitely laugh my ass off if it's nothing even close to that serious. Because we've been talking about it for like this whole season so far. The moment you kind of mentioned that, it's been like a light bulb.
No, don't ruin that for me.
But
Just fake it and be like, yeah.
I definitely think there's been plenty of seeds planted and a lot of signs that point to the idea that Clay had something to do with it, and they're covering it up with the whole lying thing and believing your lies and living your lies like they're actual events that played out. Like, it's all there. And then, like, the 3 episodes ago with the kid and his dad, like, I feel like there's a lot of just obvious signs there.
I'd be really crushed if I was wrong this whole time.
It'll be pretty funny because we were pretty focused on that topic.
I'm like, no.
We'll see where it goes.
Just yes. Say what yes to Nikki. Absolutely.
I mean, just think about what kind of chaos it's going to create for the club and everyone, because you already got everyone kind of looking at Jax and questioning his especially loyalty right now.
Tig is all over his shit.
I mean, Tig feels like one of those OG guys. Like, he's all about the old school. He doesn't
tradition.
Like
Yes.
He doesn't like the new generation coming up and taking over, and Jax being a VP and having a lot of control and say and questioning his president and all that stuff. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential conflict building, and even again, Opie making a comment to Jax about it. Just, everyone obviously knows. It's out there. It's open. Jax is definitely, combating things out in public, so, everyone realizes what's going on.
Right.
It's just a matter of, what is this end game? Where is Jax going to try to take this? How much influence is his dad's notes going to have on him? How much influence is Tara going to have on him? How much influence is Abel going to have on him? He's got a lot of things playing out right now, and again, we talk about it, his plate just keeps piling up with all this stuff that's distracting him. And it should be distracting him, because it's a lot of really important shit. You got love, you got your baby, you got criminal activity, you got the club that you talk about it being it's your blood, it's what you were born into, it's all you know.
I have a question. When you're a single dad and you're in a biker club, what do you do with the baby?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you keep asking. Until Abel comes home.
I'm sorry, you
get a babysitter.
You can't stay home.
That's what babysitters are for. That's what grandma's for.
Is Gemma gonna watch baby? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my. I don't know.
As long as
think about that stuff.
As long as Jax's mind is in the place that she thinks it should be, I think she's gonna do everything to support him taking care of the baby so that he can handle business. I 100% think that's the kind of mom that she is. But on the flip side...
Sorry, this is just where my head goes.
On the flip side, I feel like things could get dicey because she doesn't want him around Tara. She doesn't like the idea that his head could be potentially being poisoned by his dad's letters. So there's a lot playing into this, and her trying to have influence and control over his life. Yeah. But again, he's dealing with a lot. The club's dealing with a lot. They've got very, very aggressive agents following them and investigating them. And
you can't just kill him either.
I think this is going to be the 5th or 6th episode in a row. I feel like someone's going to get brought in for questioning. I mean, 100% Bobby's getting brought in. 100%.
Because they positively ID'd it. Yeah. So
he's probably going to get brought in, probably held and questioned and arrested for the whole situation. And this is just going to create another snowball incident where, do we break him out of jail like we did last episode, trying to get some folks out of jail? Are we going to have to kill Stahl? Like I said it last episode, I feel like the only way you get her off your back, but I think it creates a bigger problem for you.
It does, because then people are going to be looking for who killed her.
I mean, no one's looking for Dickwad yet, so...
Well, that's because they think he's missing.
Right.
They don't know that he...
But still, he's MIA.
Went rogue and then ended up dead.
Right. But they get away with a lot of crazy shit, so I wouldn't be surprised at all. But This show's been wild. It's been crazy. The drama is building and building every episode. It just keeps building because they keep unraveling more about the story, about what's playing out. Can't wait to see where this goes. We're coming down to the end of season 1. You ready for episode 11?
Yeah.
Let's go. They keep showing these type of moments and shots with him just contemplating shit. You know he's got a ton of shit going on through his head.
Rosen?
Yeah, the wind's in the clear.
Yeah, buddy.
Not so much. Why? What happened? He shattered Stoll's face.
Oh, I love that man.
Tig.
Now that I have you in a good mood, Jax's house. Just some remodeling and shit, for the baby.
$2,300 for painting? Shit, I could have the prospect do it for free.
The baby is coming home any day, and I want the house to be perfect.
Okay.
That's why I love
Clay,
you.
cops.
Yeah, you're not safe of anything because you got a positive ID.
Shit.
You're under arrest for the murder of Brennan Hefner. Who? You have the right to remain silent.
You just sit tight.
Hey, bitch!
Yeah. Manners.
ATF says they got an eyewitness saw Bobby kill Hefner.
What, Jax? Is that possible?
From my end, it was all clear. Shit's a goddamn bluff.
You can't charge somebody on a bluff. Whatever they got, it's real.
Who is the bastard witness?
We're a man short. Wizzo.
I'll go get him.
Well, you better find them.
Now, what the hell does that mean?
Only 2 other guys were witness to that hit.
Hey! Don't even say it, asshole.
Dude, Tig's legit got it for Jax.
I think he's got it for all the young guys.
The only reason my son isn't here is because he doesn't know what happened.
Exactly.
All right, so here's where my brain immediately went. Since Bobby's the one who got arrested and the ID is saying Bobby's the one who killed Hefner, does that mean there's going to be an issue now with them lying about Opie doing the kill?
Right.
And being committed, and now that he's missing from the table, he's not there for the meeting.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a big Opie problem?
That's exactly what I was thinking, because, they witnessed Bobby do it. Well, shit. Then that means Ope's not really in it.
And that means Jax is also lying to the club, because he's like, yeah, it was clear. Like, they're just bullshitting. They're lying.
Right, but Jax wasn't there. Jax was
he
keeping
was
lookout.
there. He was there.
But he wasn't, like, up there. God, with the key.
Oh! Donna!
Like, do people really leave keys under their doormats like that?
I don't, I know you have, the fake rock. You leave your
It just
key
seems
in.
like such an obvious place.
Shh. What are you doing in here, man?
Stall's detaining me for questioning.
Holy shit.
Ask Hale. He's Stall's little errand boy.
Other night when we were in here, he was face down in that shed.
Oh. Idiot.
We gotta find out, man.
It's like Obi's dealing with the potential breakup of his family. This whole idea now with this murder. Like, Opie's got a lot of shit to deal with too. Holy crap.
Thanks, man.
She's out of rehab. I hope she's doing better.
Is this going to cause even more trauma and drama and issues for Jax, having her back too?
Right.
No alarms. He's almost through it.
You'll be able to take him home?
Probably tomorrow.
You hear that, baby boy? You're going home.
He's so stinking cute, honestly.
So maybe that's your answer. Wendy takes care of the baby.
Who's gonna take care of him?
Oh, there you
I
go.
will.
Even.
Who do you think?
Day and night? You ready for that?
Gemma.
Think I can handle it?
See?
I don't think Jax is ready for this.
You want kids?
Sure. Right time, right person.
Getting close to finding that?
Oh my God.
What are you asking me, Gemma?
If you're in Jax's life, you're in his life. I got every right to know how you feel about kids.
I don't think what Jax and I have. We haven't discussed it.
Well, maybe you should. Big responsibilities come with my son. You better think about that.
I'm just spending time with Jax. There is nothing to figure out. If it becomes something different, you'll be the first to know.
Good.
Oh my God.
There's so much just...
He checked Opie's finances. Somebody paid off a huge chunk of his debt.
This stays with the 3 of us.
Yeah, of course.
Go. Opie sold us out.
Or ATF wants us to think he did.
I don't think Opie would sell you out, dude. Tig, just right to the bad stuff.
Yeah, having her back in the picture is going to cause a lot of drama.
Oh my God, he got so big. Hey.
But if she successfully got through rehab and she's good.
Good for her. She's gorgeous, by the way.
Of course, baby mama's going to be an option.
Thank you so much. I know you weren't supposed to do this. Okay. Do you have a plan, Wendy?
I got into a sober living house at Lincoln Village.
That's good.
How's Jax?
He's okay.
I miss him so much.
Is Tara going to get jealous?
Shit.
Or is the reality of the situation going to did it just kick her in the head right now? Just oh shit.
Mary, what are you doing here?
I was hoping you could tell me. Got a call from the feds asking me to pick up my grandkids from the Department of Justice facility in Stockton.
Opie's kids are in a facility?
What the hell did my kid do this time?
Nice to see you, too. Feds picked him up in the middle of the night.
You go out in cuffs?
Neighbors say no.
Hope's debt's been cleared. Federal wire transfers.
It's a setup.
Maybe.
Or he gave Bobby up. Now he's come witness protection.
Dude.
If he wasn't arrested, what's the leverage? Who knows how long they've been chipping away at him, Jax? Hell, ATF could have gotten to him while he was still in Chino. That's paranoid shit.
I agree. Paranoid.
Opie's been a miserable prick since he got out. Maybe they've offered him a new, debt-free life, just what Donna wanted. Ope's not a rat. He did 5 years for this club. Maybe he doesn't want to do 25 more.
Dude, there's so much tension now. Mm-hmm. It feels like the classic divide and conquer situation by ATF.
Right.
It's like you cause conflict within the club and
everybody's turned their backs on each other.
We gotta prepare ourselves for a truth we may not like.
He'd never sell out the club.
And what if he did?
Then I'll kill him myself.
Oh, shit. If that doesn't show his dedication to the club, I don't know what would.
No. Justice uses this facility to transition informants into witness protection.
Are you charging me?
No.
Then you gotta cut me loose.
No, so that the club can continue to think that you did something
You
wrong.
see, we have an eyewitness who saw 2 men gun down Brennan Hefner.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When he's got the hoodie on, he looks like so much older. But when you take the hoodie off, he looks like a baby.
I figured the least I could do was pay off some of those.
Yeah, here we go.
Except it's already been done.
Yeah.
You crazy bitch. You're setting me up as the rat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it's gonna play out that way, yeah.
What the hell is she doing?
Being ruthless.
But you see, the U.S. attorney won't release the identity of the witness until pre-trial. And that could take weeks. What is going to happen when I put you and your family back in Charming?
I tell the club the truth.
Maybe they believe you, but maybe they don't.
Dude, she is smart. Like, is this even legal? Like, is she allowed to do this kind of stuff?
I guess.
Paying off his bills, detaining him for this amount of time when you don't know?
He spent 5 years in jail for arson. He is not a poor guy.
I get it. Okay, they hurt you and you're pissed off.
Oh, please save it, okay? Save it. This is not personal, all right?
Feels personal.
What you are doing and how you are doing it, it is wrong. Someone's gonna get hurt.
I mean, he definitely wants to bring them down.
But the right way.
Yeah.
I appreciate your concern, David.
Oh, David. I think he's a little sketched out by her now.
Mm-hmm.
Her tactics are, again, very aggressive.
You doing okay?
I don't think he's hungry.
Someone's here to see you.
You do this?
Mm-mm. She came on her own.
Awkward.
You left rehab?
Moving into a sober living house in Lincoln Village.
It's fantastic. You look great.
Thanks. So, I was just hoping I could see Abel before I go.
Yeah, of course.
Even though she already just spent time with him.
I saw him already today. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait.
It's all right. You want to see him again?
I really do.
Look at those cheeks.
Hey, buddy. Hey, it's okay. Hey.
I want my daddy.
I think Jax definitely has a soft spot in his heart for her.
I mean, how could you not have a soft spot for your baby's mother?
Just because of what they went through.
Yeah.
And now Gemma's there. Oh, drama is building. Mm-hmm. I didn't think Wendy was going to get brought back in the fold so quickly. Just add another thing to Jax's fucking plate, dude.
Well, that might get her to leave, though.
Oh, and Gemma made her way in and out, saw everything, and... Dude, she's always in the right place at the right time to get information.
See you later.
Deputy Chief Hale, I've been instructed to escort you from the building.
What are you talking about?
Agent Stahl's request.
She's done with you.
Little family reunion?
How long you been watching?
Since 1978.
That's a great answer.
You think she has a right to hold that baby?
As much of a right as I do. Look, Mom, I wasn't shooting crank, but I bailed on that kid, too. She just wants the same chance.
She clean?
Yeah, checking into a halfway house next week.
Her bags are at your house. You might as well stay there. You said she's trying to make up for her mistake. I'm all about second chances.
I don't believe you. See, no, you're not.
So anything new on Open Bobby?
No, nothing.
As a parent, I'm definitely keeping that line in my back pocket. How long have you been watching and paying attention?
Since 2012.
Since the day you were born.
Since 2014.
Don't fuck with Mama Bear,
Tell me
man.
what the hell is going on.
Don't fuck with Mama Bear.
See if the kids want some ice cream.
Sure.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Well, I guess now you already fucking told them about ice cream. You can't say ice cream in front of kids and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, is that okay with you, Mom? Because if I say no, I'm the asshole. Yeah. Stupid.
That's like Kids 101 shit right there.
Honestly. You have to spell it, duh.
Paid off 3 months of back mortgage on your house in cash. Where did it come from?
Shit.
You spent it, you fed your kids on it. How was it earned?
I don't know.
I want to help you, but
Don't
I
pretend
can't.
you give a shit about my family.
Yeah, exactly.
An eyewitness ID'd him and this man. Look familiar?
Is he going back to jail?
Not yet, no. Only one person saw Bobby commit that murder. Opie. That's why you're here. For your own protection. Clay and his crew think that Opie has turned. Do you have any idea what these guys do to a rat?
Feels like she's hitting a breaking point. Shit.
No, Jax wouldn't let anything happen to Opie. They've known each other since they were kids.
I certainly hope that Jax has enough pull to make that happen, because I can only protect him for one more day. Without my help, this thing goes one of two ways. Opie is in prison or he's dead.
Don't do it, Donna. Don't do it, Donna.
She's presenting a really strong case to...
My kid's okay.
Like, rat. Like, for Donna's sake.
Nancy, I've spooked my family. Mary's the only one that's willing to come down.
Kids be better off in foster care.
Don't say anything stupid right now.
Stella said the club thinks you turned on him.
They hauled us in here to make it look like we took a deal. Hoped that she could scare me into giving up something about a crime that I knew nothing about.
You have a witness who saw Bobby and you.
It's bullshit. I didn't kill anyone.
Please choose your next words carefully.
They can give us a chance to start over. Oh. Shouldn't we look at that for the kids?
Witness protection is a joke. She tell you that most of the guys go back to the life or end up dead, usually by their own hand because they can't stand living a lie. Is that what you want from me?
I want us to be a family.
You gotta trust me.
What are you gonna do, Miss Donna? You killed a state official, Bobby. The U.S. attorney will seek the death penalty.
I didn't kill anybody. And if you have anything else to say, why don't you talk to my lawyer?
Hefner got spooked by something that Opie did. He turned back to you. You jammed your gun in his sternum and fired 4 shots.
Great fiction.
Eyewitness fiction.
Like, she knows exactly what happened. Like, exactly.
They think Opie might be involved in a shooting.
You're not in lockdown for might be. This shit never ends. He's gonna be back in jail.
He's your son.
He's a criminal, just like his father. I took Opie with me. He's the one who ran back to his old man, the club. His problems aren't mine. If you have half a brain, you will take these kids and move to another planet before their father poisons them.
Damn, Ma. Mama ain't got my back.
Yeah.
Jack said it was okay if I stayed here.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Sit down.
Let me
Do
choke
you
you
have to
again.
like go through all my shit though? I don't want to sit down with you.
How much time you got?
64 days. Not gonna make any promises this time. I guess we'll just see what happens.
Abel comes home tomorrow.
I know. He's a lucky kid. He's got crazy, fierce grandma looking after him.
Yeah.
I'm not seeking custody, Jim. I just went by there because I wanted to see him and just say sorry for what I did.
Amends.
Okay, so she's not there to cause any kind of trouble.
Nope, she's working the program.
Guess I owe you some. Shit I did to you. All a reaction to him almost dying.
I know.
That's what we're gonna... That's it. That wasn't really a sorry, but cool. You know what? At least she says it to your fucking face, though, you know?
Yeah.
She sits right in front of her and is like, we're right here. We're talking.
Oh yeah, Gemma's no bullshit.
I love that about her. I want to be that. I mean, not that. But, like, if we have a fucking problem, talk to me about it.
You want this family back together.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
When you're ready, you want this family back.
It's the only thing I want.
Abel needs his mom.
She's just trying to get Tara out of the picture.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go.
Jax needs his wife. You stay clean. Pull your shit together. I will do whatever I can to help make that happen.
Okay.
You get some sleep.
All right.
I do not want to be that.
I mean, I could totally see from Gemma's point of view that Wendy could be the one to keep Jax on the right track for the club.
So she's
versus
using
Tara.
this poor girl.
Of course.
Poor Wendy.
I'm sure there's some positive intention there somewhere because, again, that is Abel's mama.
Yeah.
The baby should be with his mom.
Yeah.
Granted, the mom is taking care of herself and doing the right things.
Donna, what kind of mother are you gonna be?
Ooh, you don't go there.
The kind who doesn't bail on her family. Let's go.
That's a good answer.
Was Ryan's hair naturally curly? Yeah, don't touch. It might hurt.
I got mics and trackers in his cell phone, bike, and truck.
Good. Stay on him. I gotta keep this shithead alive.
Stahl, I feel like, is going to start getting even more desperate with her actions.
Hope left Stockton. Wants to come in, tell us what happened.
That's good. We all want that.
I need to know he's gonna be safe, despite all the shit we think we know.
Hope's a member of this club. He's gonna get his time. Safe room.
Yeah.
I don't believe Tig for 2 seconds.
You tell Hope. He comes in when I get back, all right?
Tig is... He's a very interesting character, because he's like, yeah, we're homies. But also, I'm gonna fucking kill him!
I mean, that's how brothers are. Like, these guys are brothers to each other.
Bobby said anyone who saw him could never have ID'd Jax.
Only one other guy knows that Jax was there.
That's my guess. Looks like Opie Winston is turning.
Why would they let him come and plead his innocence to the club?
Well, if I was gonna cross-examine, I'd argue that Opie is a criminal and he's lying to make a cushy deal. He gets Jax talking about the alleged Hefner kill. It's a lock.
Jesus Christ.
That's not the case.
That's not it, you guys!
Damn it, dude. They're friggin' planning all this. Like, Tig doesn't need any extra motivation, but he's, like, receiving all of it.
You trying to push me off this thing that happened? I know you're just trying to watch my back.
Come on, they're all waiting.
It definitely just... Because even Clay, like, he doesn't need... He's probably on the doubt also that he thinks Opie is... It's like, strip naked.
How you doing, son?
Take your clothes off. Make sure you're not wired. They gotta ask him.
Oh.
I'm so nervous for him right now.
I know how this looks. What Stahl's done. She set me up to look like a rat. It's all a lie. She threatened me with my own club. I don't know who the hell the witness is, but sure as shit ain't me.
mean, that's dope that they have those devices.
Trusted me that if I came in here and had the chance to tell you guys the truth, that I could make this right.
Oh, shit. Are they going to think that he was in on the bugs?
I don't know.
Am I good with you, Clay? The MC?
Yeah.
No.
Good news, Opie.
Brownies. Thanks, Pop.
Anything?
His truck was wired, the phone was wired, and I killed them both.
Christ.
OP has turned on us.
No!
Damn it, Tig.
Jax will never be able to hurt him.
Then we do it quiet. Me and you. For the club.
Oh, shit.
Where's the fucking officer? Come on.
This death never lands at our feet.
No.
What's going on?
I'm just catching Tig up on what he missed.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all great.
Jack knows something is up.
You believe him, right? I mean, he's clear of this shit now.
Of course. I love Opie too, bro. Come on.
One of those lies.
Let's go join the party, huh?
One of those lies that he's telling that... Oh, man. I mean, so here's where my brain would go from all the shit that I've seen in terms of, like, investigative shows, undercover stuff. I don't think someone who is in on the deal would have a bug in his phone and in his car. That shit would be on his person.
Yeah.
If he was actually making a deal.
Yeah.
That's like, I know Tig is obviously, even before all of this happened, was leaning on the side of just get rid of Opie. Like, he's ratted us out.
Yeah, he's done with him.
And he doesn't need a lot of convincing, especially that one officer that he was talking to there with Clay there. So, like, everything, when you're already convinced of something and then you hear things play out, you're always going to immediately, like, put it to your opinion and toward your agenda and your feelings. The idea that there was nothing on Opie, like, if there was, like, a bug put on the table by his seat, that's something that he would plan.
Why didn't they search Opie?
I don't think they wanted it to be obvious that they were looking.
Oh, but I
think they
think
wanted
you
to keep that on the
should. Like,
I don't know why they wouldn't have been open about that. I think it's a very reasonable thing to ask someone who, under the circumstances of what Opie was dealing with, it's like, yeah, I'd be like, take off your clothes, bro. We got to make sure that there's nothing there. Just, it's not a trust issue. It's just, this is what agencies do. Yeah. And like, if Opie had a problem with it,
then it
would be a red flag. But if he was like, he'd probably just be like, yeah, sure, here, look, there's nothing on me at all. Look at my clothes. The fact that it's in his car and in his cell phone, things that were taken away from him, that's obvious that, like, you could send someone to his house while he's detained and freaking plant something in his car, in his house, like in his phone. But the fact that there was nothing on him or on his seat at the table, it's just, again, I just don't think Clay and Tig need that much convincing to think that Opie's the rat.
I think that Opie should have elaborated more. Like, dude, they paid off my shit. They told me all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, please, like, I know how this looks. Like, I would never do that. Like, you know, at least plead more. Or was that look like he's lying?
It probably, like, if you overshared, that's usually a sign of guilt. I mean, we've got kids. Anytime they talk too much, they basically getting themselves into trouble.
Saying too much.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't need all that info.
So I think he said plenty. Like, I think he just laid it out there. He's like, look, they tried to set me up. They did this, and this is what the situation is. It's like, if you need more explanation than that, then you're not really on my side.
I need this deputy to run to them and be like, listen, I know we don't see eye to eye all the time, but Opie didn't do what they're trying to make him look like they did.
Yeah, she's playing dirty. And I mean, Stahl is playing very dirty right now. And just the way, again, that's why I asked her in the episode, like, if what she's doing is legal, like paying off the debt, and like,
oh, I'm sure it's not. But who's gonna say something?
right, exactly, and I
Are you
feel
gonna
like that's
try and
the
go
issue.
after a federal agent?
Right.
Probably not.
I mean, the lawyers can make things happen, but it's just one of those things where they're messing with the kids, they're messing with the family. It also doesn't help that Opie's mom is like super against him. It's just, this whole situation against Opie is so fucked, and I think 99.9% of it has to do with the fact that Bobby's the one who got arrested. And it goes back to this whole idea that Bobby's the one who pulled the trigger, not Opie. And I think that's in the back of Clay's head. I think that's in the back of Tig's head. The fact that, you know, in their mind, if Jax is telling the truth and Opie's telling the truth, then they have the wrong person locked up, and that's one of their OG guys. And it's like...
Well, Opie needs to come out and say, I didn't actually pull the trigger.
I mean, it's going to have to happen.
But, like, they didn't, like, assume that the girl that was in the window...
Yeah, the neighbor. Like, they have neighbors.
Well, that was the girl that was sleeping with him.
Yeah, it's just...
You didn't have... Could no one be like, oh, yeah, by the way, we should probably ask her what's up?
But it's not like they committed this crime at, like, 3 a.m.
No, they did.
It was in broad daylight. He was at a building where people could have been home. There's a lot of eyeballs around potentially to see this happen.
Right.
It's like, it's not this crazy idea that there's eyewitnesses to friggin' afternoon murder.
Honestly.
And we're talking about some big dudes walking around. Like, Opie's a big dude. Bobby's a big dude. Even Hefner looked like a big dude. Like, these aren't people that you're just gonna miss. It's like, you watch Opie walk by somewhere, you're like, oh, dang.
He's like, a big boy.
Yeah, you're not gonna miss
tall
him.
as hell.
He's not very stealth, even though he's the one responsible for all their stealth explosions. That's wild.
Well, the good part about explosions is you don't have to be there to trigger them off.
Right, exactly. You just gotta set it up and hope no one notices you setting it up. I mean, this is wild. This is like, it's definitely one of those situations where now I'm really worried for I'm worried for Bobby, but I'm also very worried for Opie just because of, it's like, are they going to ask Jax to like kill him?
Yeah, well, no, he said
But they
Jax
wanna,
isn't going to do it. We're going to have to do it just taking Clay. Like
the way they were talking about it, it sounded like that's like the VP's job to handle these type of situations.
Well, no, but Jax said if he's dirty, I'll do it myself.
But yeah, I mean, Tig wants to do it. He wants to do
Tig
it.
wants to do everything.
Yeah.
Literally anything and everything.
So,
you know what I'm saying? If he finds a hole, he just wants to...
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's just, I don't see Clay doing it. Even though he said that he,
I do.
I don't.
I could totally see Clay and Tig going out in the middle of the night and doing some shit. And I really hope that somebody, like, gets some information quickly so that this shit doesn't actually happen. Not Opie, dude. Come on. It's Piney's boy.
This just wild situation because it's like I know all these dudes have done all kinds of illegal shit. They've covered stuff up. They've buried bodies out in the friggin' wherever. And I hate to even try to defend Clay in a situation where I don't think he would do it. I just feel like the relationship and the focus that they're trying to keep Jax on to keep the club together, under these current circumstances, I don't feel like Clay could take that risk.
Right.
I feel like it has to be Tig doing it basically like a solo job.
Right, because Jax is going to be like, no, fuck this, fuck you, I'm out.
It's just one of those, I don't know if it's... By the way, I mentioned it also during the episode. The Stahl's doing a great job of this whole divide and conquer thing.
Yes.
Because...
Putting doubt in their
they're at each other's necks now, like, they're like being fake to each other in their meetings. They're putting on smiles when they're really plotting murder of their own club members. So, yeah, I mean, Stahl,
Jesus.
The moment she was introduced, felt like a dangerous person to have investigating you.
Just so you know, I'm never turning on you guys, okay? I've got your back. We're going down. Snitches get stitches.
Yes.
Right? I'm not...
Snitches end up in ditches.
It's not happening for me. I'm not a rat.
Unbelievable.
I will not be ratting of any kind.
And... the whole Donna situation is the one that makes me the most nervous.
But at the end, she was like,
yeah,
you're not going to tear apart my family.
But she's finally
on board.
But she's also done and said things in the past and then came out and was like, I'm leaving. It's like, oh, wait, I thought...
But that's when they're, like, fighting amongst each other.
Yeah.
That's not when ATF gets involved. When ATF gets involved, she's gonna go down. She's, she's ride or die homegirl. But, like, this shit...
The idea of losing Opie for life, whether he's in prison or dead, the protection of her children.
She's gonna roll over. If they kill Opie...
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm nervous.
Out. Okay, I didn't think about that part.
She has a lot... Like, I feel like she has a lot to lose because she's clean, she has children, she's a mom that needs to take care of her family, and the whole Opie situation, the way Stahl's been presenting things to her specifically, I feel like it's kind of like planting that seed of doubt in her head.
Yeah,
it's like what she said at the end of the episode was great.
She mind ninja'd her. It will affect her later.
This idea of Opie's death or Opie being locked away for murder and like her family being the one, like her kids being affected the most by this, that's an impossible thing for a mom or a parent to not be concerned with. So she makes me nervous, even though I feel like she's totally on board after this episode. She said all the right things, but she makes me nervous just because, again, she's got kids to worry about and she has a family to take care of, and just
it's hard.
The life is tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of stress and a lot of drama in that whole situation, and I'm very nervous for all the folks involved. And having Wendy back in the fold is now very interesting because it definitely feels like Gemma is like, oh, here's my opportunity to get Jax away from Tara.
Which I was shocked because at the beginning I was like, who the fuck Wendy? No, that's not going to happen. Gemma's not going to allow that to happen. And then there you go. She's yeah, you get your shit together and you keep it together, and I will do everything in my power to make sure it happens.
When you think about what Gemma told Tara when she was basically demanding that she breaks up with Jax, talking about them being two different people.
Yeah.
It's Tara, you're not the same as Jax. I feel like, and another thing that was mentioned during the episode, this idea that Gemma could potentially manipulate Wendy to get Jax back on the right track in terms of what their vision should be for the club.
Right.
Versus
Wendy's been in it.
Right.
Wendy understands. And I think that Gemma thinks that Wendy is very weak-minded. So, yeah, she 100%...
And she's in a state of vulnerability. She's just getting her son back. She's going through rehab. She's
recovering. Doesn't want any problems from Wendy,
right.
So she's going to do whatever she can to make she's going to do whatever she can to make Gemma happy.
Yeah.
So, whatever you need me to do for Jax, cool. Just let me stay in my house with Jax and my baby.
It feels definitely like a situation where... And you gave props to Gemma, and props to Gemma. Like, anyone who's willing to just, like, she doesn't talk shit behind people's backs. She just says it straight to their face. She's scary and intimidating, but she's all about her son and her grandson, which is awesome in terms of that.
That's part, great. I love that part. Don't talk shit back here. Don't make me hear about it from somebody else. Tell me.
She will sit you down and say shit straight to you. She'll grab you by the throat and tell you. Like, she is intense and insane, but also all about family and the club. But it's definitely...
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with you. Until you tell me we have a problem, then I'm like, oh yeah, well maybe we do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to assume that everything's good.
It's definitely a situation where she wants Tara out, Wendy back in the fold.
Yeah.
Very clear. Because she doesn't...
Tara.
She doesn't think Tara's about this life. Mm-mm. Even though she has no idea what Tara has seen now to this point and what they've been through.
Right.
So,
she thinks that Tara's going to remove Jax from the situation.
Yeah. So... And potentially be a rat or whatever.
You don't even know.
But Tara did a really good job under interrogation, and like the whole situation with the agent that they fucking murdered and then boned to his dead body, like cool.
Boned to his dead body.
Yeah.
Here we are.
I don't think Gemma gives Tara enough credit for what she's been through because I don't think she really knows. So I don't know. We got a wild triangle here now with Jax and Wendy and Tara and Gemma being Mama Bear.
Yeah.
This shit's all crazy.
Since 1978.
I love that line so much. As a parent, I'm 100% going to try to use it when a situation comes up like that.
How long have you been watching? Since 2012?
Yeah. Since you were born. Since you were born, kid.
I like the year, though.
Yeah.
The year makes it, like, absolutely... Like, if my mom would have said that shit... Since 1981.
Right. Gemma's a fantastic character. Fantastic character. Like, she's scary... But she's like ride or die to her family and loyal, but don't piss her off. Don't mess with her son. Mm-mm. Don't mess with her grandson.
Since 1978.
Don't mess with her man. Like, don't mess with anything that she cares about. And she's cool. You mess with any of that, she's gonna
I
fucking
couldn't get past
cut you.
that part in that since 1978.
So good.
Bitch.
Great. So another
Been
banger.
making lemonade into lemons since 1981.
Another banger of an episode. This show just continues to build the drama. It builds it really well. They slow burn you with it. And we're really kind of starting to see a lot of the overarching storylines starting to become the main focus versus these little side quests they've been doing every episode.
Side quests.
Yeah, like, you know,
video game.
Raising money for having the prospect fight or whatever other tasks they got to accomplish. It feels like things are very kind of clear now in terms of the overarching story, and we're, you know, got to handle these big problems. So,
Word.
Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.